Hi, Rebecca Stevens from Workbrighter here. Just wanted to give you some hints and tips around how to spot and support a manager with poor management skills. So, that bad apple that might be existing in your organisation. First off is to spot it's happening. That will partially be coming from team feedback and team performance, but also in your conversations with the manager. So are they doing some of the things they really must do? The basics is what I call them, and there's a list of basics on the written article, but it's things like holding regular team meetings, having one-to-ones with their team, with the individual members of their team. The other thing is then looking, so if they aren't doing the basics, or if they're, if there's other things going on, what is it? Is it a personality issue? So things like, for example, a bullying manager. Bullying tends to come from a place of low self-esteem. Now, low self-esteem is not an awful lot you can tackle yourself with that individual, particularly if you've not kind of had any skill development in that area. So it's really more two things with a bullying manager. One is having a very clear conversation with them about the impact of their behaviour, bearing in mind that no one sets out to be a bad person. It's the context and the environment that's driving a lot of that in terms of that bullying manager behaviour, and it's often a learned behaviour. So they need to understand more about what is acceptable and what isn't, and given support in developing that. Secondly, if it is, if you suspect it's coming from an area of low self-esteem, then you need to be perhaps suggesting some support outside of the organisation as well, whether you can pay for any coaching or counselling that might help that individual in terms of developing their management abilities. And then linked to this is, the other aspect I see a lot, particularly in managers who are fairly new, but managers who've not had a lot of feedback, is a confidence. And you really need to help managers find their confidence in what they're doing. And you can help with things like 360 feedback will help, any form of coaching. Building their confidence will enable them to be a better manager. Anyway, you can find out more at workbrighter.co.uk/secrets. Thank you.